My name is Christopher Jones. This is a speech for Dr. Melissa Lepon for teaching speech and oral communication, St. Robert's International Academy. Obesity in children. Who's to blame? Obesity in children is a global problem. It affects every nation. There's an adage that for every problem, there's a solution. In addition, it makes sense that for every problem, there's a cause. In the case of the obesity pandemic, the cause is not nature. People have been eating naturally since we've been swinging from trees by our tails. Yet this epidemic has only blossomed in the last 35 years. So it's not nature. And if it's not nature, then who's to blame? Rates of obesity have been growing in the United States since the 1960s. But the rate of obesity started to skyrocket in 1980. 1977 is the year the United States Department of Agriculture changed its dietary recommendations. The USDA regulations of 1977 recommended that 55 to 60% of the daily diet come from carbohydrates, and that the daily intake of fats and cholesterol be reduced. The 1956 dietary recommendations had 4 food groups: milk, meat, fruits and vegetables, and grains. Obesity has increased tenfold since the 1977 change. So, is the government to blame? In 1952, McDonald's had 2 stores. In 1960, McDonald's had about 600 stores. In 1970, McDonald's had over 1,000 stores, with the 1,000th opening in 1968. In 1980, McDonald's had about 8,000 stores. Most of these were in the U.S. Currently, there are about 35,000 stores around the world. Is McDonald's to blame? School lunches are notoriously unhealthy. Schools have switched from a system of lunch ladies who cooked real food to industry-provided ready-made meals that just need to be heated and served. Schools sell ice cream, cookies, donuts, burgers, fries, pizza, and other junk foods, as well as having mini fast food restaurants on the school premise. Are schools to blame? There are many reasons for the obesity epidemic. We need to know what stands up to scrutiny, what can explain the obesity epidemic, and what therefore can stop it. Understanding it is difficult, and each entity that is blamed blames another entity. The facts are clear. In 2014, more than 1.9 billion adults, 18 years and older, were overweight. Of these, over 600 million were obese. In other words, 39% of adults aged 18 and over were overweight in 2014. 13% were obese. It's estimated that this year more people will die from obesity-related disease than will die from malnutrition or starvation. One sad fact is that in 2013, 42 million children under the age of 5 were overweight or obese. That's more children than the combined total populations of the Netherlands and Australia. If you take, for example, a 1-year-old who is obese, who's to blame for that? I know the answer. It's you. You, the parent. You, the expecting parent who doesn't have time to properly care for your child. You, the single parent who think you can buy your child's love with a Happy Meal and the worthless toy that comes inside, because you don't have time to spend with them. And you may be able to buy their love, but you can't buy their health. Just last week, a coworker came to me. I was with my 6-year-old son who was happily munching on a bag of carrot sticks. And she said, "Wow, how did you get your son to eat vegetables? My sons will never eat them. I don't know what to do." Well, the first part of getting your kid to eat a carrot stick is to make carrot sticks. You can't buy them, not in Thailand anyway. Prior to the first part, however, is not to buy them candy, crisps, or chips, and there's no reason to ever buy cola. In our family, cookies and cakes are for birthdays. I told a friend once that my son had never been to a McDonald's. The horror on his face shocked me. I said, feeding your child healthy food is not child abuse. When they're 18 and of legal age to make their own decisions, they can do whatever they like. Once a child is addicted to sugar, which most frequently very early on, 42 million obese children under the age of 5, and they're used to eating donuts, Twinkies, Jack and Jill snacks, do you really think you're going to get them to eat a carrot stick? Maybe they'll eat one if you force them, but are you going to get them to snack on carrot sticks, to ask for them when they want a snack? In Zoe Harcum's book, The Obesity Epidemic, she writes, I have a 1 in 4 chance that you, the reader, are obese. I have a 2 in 3 chance that you are overweight. Well, I have the same odds that she does. And how many carrot sticks did you eat when you were a kid? What's your favorite snack? If you have a kid or plan to, you need to change that. You have a choice. Your children have no choice but to eat what you feed them. The choice should not be between a diet that is low in fat and high in sugar versus one that is low in sugar, high in fat, or an in-between diet. The optimal diet is predominantly whole foods that are low in fat, low in sugar, and low in other high glycemic index foods. And raw foods. You are the solution to the problem. Cook at home. Eat at home. Go on picnics. Prepare food and snacks for your children to take to school and eat at home. I know it takes time. Make the time. Stop watching TV. Stop playing on your phone. Your kids' lives are at risk. It doesn't matter what's happening on the soap opera. The life you save may be your own child's. But look at you, you say. You're not the picture of health. And perhaps. But like every parent, I want a better life for my child than my own. And one day they'll thank me. And thank you for watching.